on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point. All right. I see you up in here, Brown. Okay, let's talk about it, y'all. All right. Uh, Juwan Howard. Okay, Juwan Howard, man. As you know, Juwan Howard, uh, former NBA player, coach of the Michigan Wolverines. They decided to part ways. Well, Michigan University, they have decided to part ways with Juwan Howard. Okay, after 5 seasons. It's been a stretch in which I think the longest period they had of not reaching the NCAA tournament since the stretch of 1999 to about 2008. And they decided to cut ties with him. Okay, now, over the past 2 seasons, he was 26-40. And this season, I think they finished like, I want to say 8-24. I'm not too sure. I know they were like 3-17 within the conference or something like that. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in here, bro. But for the most part, it's been very disappointing. Now, he brought some life back into Michigan. We all know that situation that had taken place in which, the whole, altercation and the scuffle that went on and stuff, which clearly wasn't Juwan Howard's fault. He was just sticking up for his players just like any other coach should. But they didn't see it that way. The Michigan Wolverines really didn't see it that way. Now, I wanted Juwan Howard because I think even though he's getting fired, he's still getting $3 million after leaving the university. What's up with y'all? Whoever's in here, appreciate y'all coming through. Okay, just Ted. Okay, my bad. I thought I saw some people. It's been very disappointing, but this is what I said. I said Juwan Howard, he should have left. He should have left and went to the NBA and tried to get a coaching position there. I know that at one time Orlando was looking at him. Orlando was looking at him. There were a couple of coaching jobs that were open. It was a whole lot of teams. It was actually within the last couple of seasons. They were looking at Juwan Howard, and they were also looking at Penny Hardaway. If I'm Juwan Howard, I would consider trying to go to the NBA. I'm you know what I'm saying? I would go to the NBA and coaching because it's not like he doesn't have any experience. He's got the collegiate experience, but I think he wanted to be more successful. Now he did have overall, he did have actually a successful record. Of it was what 80, 87, and 73. That was his record in totality with the program. But the expectations are very high. It's just like, I mean, he certainly, if we're gonna make a comparison, he actually did better than a guy like Kenny Payne. Not and I don't like any of our brothers getting coached. I mean, our brothers getting fired or anything like that. But I think that um, I think he should go to another program. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his time at Michigan was pretty much. I think he had ran his course there. I think another program would be great for him, and he had a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? The university did give him a substantial amount of time to do things. Now with Kenny Payne, I kind of disagree with that. I was talking to Lou yesterday, and he disagreed with that. Yeah, he'll be better as an NBA coach, most definitely. That's just in my opinion. Oh shoot! Hold on, y'all. I think he'll be better as an NBA coach. And the reason is because he already know he could jump on and he could jump on a team. He has championship experience. Okay, let's not forget he is a champion. Okay, now he's a champion as an assistant. Okay, and that means something. And LeBron, this is what, and I hate to bring up LeBron again. I know you're like, well, why am I bringing up LeBron? Da, 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 right? But LeBron actually deferred to Juwan Howard. He listened to Juwan Howard. Juwan Howard was like his mentor. I'm looking for something and I can't find it. Give me a sec, y'all. Yeah, Juwan Howard. He he definitely was a mentor to LeBron, and LeBron he didn't really I mean, don't get me wrong, he put up with Eric Spoelstra, but he didn't respect Eric Spoelstra like that at all. But he listened to a guy in Juwan Howard. So the reason why I bring that up is that Juwan Howard, he's a player's coach. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that he's not going to hold you accountable, because he is. Sorry about that, y'all. I want y'all to make sure y'all can see me better. He's gonna hold people accountable, and that's what I think Michigan really wanted out of him. But unfortunately, they just weren't getting the success that they truly wanted. Regardless of how we want to sit up here and look at Michigan as a program, because they've always had like such a dark cloud because of all of that stuff that went on with the Fab Five and all that stuff. They still have championship expectations as a program. Okay, I know people still look at them, as a program that does stuff under the table, stuff like that. but they still got championship expectations regardless. And Juwan Howard, he brought that attitude there. They just weren't successful. Now I don't know what other program would be a good fit for him. You said, Coach. What's up with it, Alex? You said Coach Sproles. Yeah, he is a great coach. I don't think Sproles gets enough credit. You know, guys like that, man, like that have to put up with a guy like LeBron, man. I got so much respect for them because, man, everybody wants to talk about how much of an ego that Michael Jordan had, and how much of an ego Kobe had, and how much of an ego that Shaquille O'Neal had, and some of these other guys had. How much they were divas. Man, when you talk about a guy like LeBron, man, you're talking about one of the most ultimate divas to really put up with. And you got to think about how many coaches that guy has gotten fired. Okay, it was eight coaches with the exception of David Black and I'm sorry about that. Not David Black. Ty Lue and Eric Spoelstra. You said, right. So what do y'all think is a good fit for Juwan Howard? What do y'all think is a good fit for Juwan Howard? You're glad he's gone. Why? You didn't like him as a coach, Alex? I like Juwan Howard as a coach, man. This guy, man, I know the record doesn't reflect it because you got to think about it, Alex. Of course, he was 80. Listen, he was above 500, but it wasn't the It wasn't quite the record that they were kind of looking for. What it was 87 and 73. My God, man, it didn't even seem like it was 5 years. It seemed like that 5 years just went by fast. Oh, okay, with the Wizards. Yeah, I think because what's his name just went in the front office too. I would have said Charlotte, but they already got what's his name from Brooklyn. They got the executive from Brooklyn. I thought Jawan Howard was a good. What are you doing, man? These people can't drive over here, man. People don't know what they're doing. You said Penny Hardaway needs to leave Memphis for the NBA. Well, I wanted him over there in Orlando at one point. They were looking at him at going to Orlando, but they both of them decided to stay. You know, he decided to stay over there in Memphis, and I don't think he gets enough credit for the development of Imani Bates. You know, Imani Bates. I like Imani Bates, man. I think he developed him very well, being at the young age that he was. Howard is too. He's too what? Now, Juwan Howard, man, he was I thought he was a great coach, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, 5 seasons, man, and you don't really have any success, man. They're gonna cut you loose, man. Um, yeah, I don't know who they gonna get that's gonna benefit, a program like Michigan. I mean, I've always respected Michigan. Um, Even after the Fab Five had left, I always looked at them as a good program. They were competitive. They were quite competitive. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they had like Glenn Robinson the third, and then of course the Von Von Wagner, Mo Wagner days. My bad. Oh Lord, I'm getting mixed up with the Von Wagner and shit. You said Vanderbilt? Yeah, Vanderbilt, man. Um, we gotta see what happens, man. Look, man, I'm wondering what's gonna happen, man. Hopefully, somebody will pick him up in the NBA. I can see him. You know what would be a good place for Juwan Howard? Like, I know you mentioned the Wizards. I could see Juwan Howard in a place like I could see him in a place like a Toronto. You understand? I could see him there. I could see him in a place like Memphis. I know that Memphis got it. They're having a down year right now because John Morant. But I would like to see John Morant around a guy like Juwan Howard. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he can learn a lot and benefit a lot from him. Get a lot from him. But oh yeah, let's talk about some NBA though. Now, I was trying to get this out earlier, but YouTube was tripping. I apologize about that earlier, y'all. I was having some issues. Now, Draymond Green is complaining about his back again, okay? And this is the same back problem that he was having, that he has been struggling with over the past 2 seasons. Um, he said it's still messing with him, and he said most likely a lot of people are pretty much saying that if he's having those type of back problems again, more than likely, man, the Warriors are not going anywhere. So Alex, man, I hate to ruffle your feathers, man. Like I told the brother Herm a couple of streams ago on Ticket's channel, these guys are beat up. These guys are beat up. You have to understand, man. The Warriors, man. All of that time going to the finals and winning championships, and the long grind, the long seasons, because they barely missed the playoffs. I think there was only one time, like one season, in which they didn't make the playoffs or something like that. These guys have consistently been in it every single year since they've been playing. I have to go back, and somebody got to fact check me on that, but I mean, they've been in it consistently ever since the evolution of Steph Curry. these guys were either in the playoffs or going deep in the playoffs or winning the championship or in the finals. Right. But yeah, they need Draymond Green to be somewhat 80% in order for them to have a chance. You got to think about it. Steph Curry just got injured again, but that was I don't think that's anything serious or anything. You got a guy in Chris Paul who stays hurt. Klay Thompson, we know his injury history. Although Klay Thompson seems to be doing pretty well, especially in the bench role. And then you also have you got other guys on there. You got other guys on there that tend to get hurt every now and again, and that was my only thing about the Warriors. It wasn't about their talent. It had to do with their health and their size. So I don't see them. I don't see the Warriors really capable of really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? If they're like that. You said Curry is old. I mean, Steph Curry is not. He's not old as LeBron. If you want to say basketball old, yeah, he's old, but Steph Curry can still get it done. Steph Curry, like Steph Curry is still young enough to get it done. Steph Curry, the way that he played basketball, Steph Curry is and you were saying Stackhouse had a fire blazer game as a coach. Okay. I don't. When I look at Steph Curry, man, I don't look at him. I don't look at Steph Curry as like in LeBron territory. Yeah, he's 36 and everything, but it's not like Curry is not productive or anything like that. We got to talk. We got to remember, man. He just won a championship like 2 years ago. You said Curry can play till 43 years old. Yeah, he can shoot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Curry can play. Curry, the style that he plays, like it's conducive to a person playing into the mid 40s. I know that sounds crazy. Like even with James Harden, as much as I get on James Harden, the style that he plays, because he's not playing with that, like like with D Wade and AI and guys that are high flyers, Vince Carter, stuff like that. Even Michael Jordan. Your career is not going to be as long as what you think it is. Now, LeBron is just happens to be a guy that really took care of his body and everything. But there's some people saying that there's some other things in the play or whatever. But I'm not gonna talk about that. You said Curry, yeah, with Brady, and listen, that's what I was saying about, about Tom Brady. Tom Brady played in until his 40s and everything. You know what I'm saying? And Nobody was talking about, oh yeah, steroids this and steroids that. He's still running a good 40-yard dash time in his 40s. So what are we gonna say? He on steroids? Come on, man. We gotta understand there are just some guys that are genetically gifted and that can last longer than others. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I understand that this guy, um, the MMA fighter, man, these people are driving crazy, man. I know the MMA fighters are trying to come out and say that, LeBron is on this and LeBron is on that and stuff like that. But like I said, man, with anything else, we just gotta see. We gotta wait till the court pick something up like that. If we're in a situation where um where it's like with baseball, right? Where we got a guy in Jose Canseco coming out with the book and everything, and then literally calling everybody out, and then you're going before the court and you're testifying like a Rafael Palmeiro, like a Sammy Sosa, like a Mark McGuire. Um, then okay, we got something there, but until then, man, I'm not gonna feed into any of that. Brady won his final chip at 43. Yeah, young Mahomes against a young Pat Mahomes, and that was good. That was good training. That was good. That was a good learning experience for Pat Mahomes. I wouldn't even be mad about. I wouldn't even be mad about losing against Brady. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, well, they wanted Brady to win and all this other stuff." Nah, man. Nah, because they waited. The way that he started off the season was horrible. The way that we started off that season, man, was horrible. People were even saying that maybe Brady should retire. I was one of them. I was like, man, I don't know. I think Brady should retire. Right. Yeah, he beat Mahomes, man. What's up with it, Ron? We up in here chopping it up, man. We up in here talking about Juwan Howard. Juwan got fired, man. Juwan Howard got fired, man, from Michigan. You said Belichick. Yeah, I know, and that's another thing too, man. Um, as as good as the coach as Belichick was, without Brady, man, you weren't as good as what you thought you were. Now I know some people gonna try to debate me, but I'm gonna close I'll close the casting on that argument real quick. What happened when Brady left? On both ends, we can look at it on both ends, right, Ted, Brown Sugar, and Ron. Check this out. Once, once he left, once Tom Brady left, okay, Belichick struggled. Okay, he struggled, couldn't quite grasp, getting somebody that could grasp Patriot culture or whatever. But meanwhile, Tom Brady, he was able to win a championship. And actually, Tom Brady was actually competitive each year, each season. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, you got to think, Ron. They were 26-40 over the past two seasons. Okay, and I mean his total record was what, 87-73. and it's been 5 seasons, man. And I think they had a long stretch of not reaching the tournament. Um, and the program was just, they were fed up with it, man. It's been 5 seasons. I forgot it's been 5 seasons though. I didn't know it was. Damn, I was like, damn, it's been 5 seasons. I was like, shit, it has been. It really has been 5 seasons. But I hate to see, man. That's one thing I hate. I hate to see black coaches get fired, man. Um, like when I think of like coaches that lasted a long time, I think of a guy like God rest his soul, Coach John Thompson, man. I think of him because John Thompson was, he was Georgetown, Coach Thompson. Yeah, 5 seasons, man. And hey, it seemed like like that's what I'm saying. It don't seem like 5 years, but it was 5 years. I'm happy Jalen Rose Weber buried the hatchet after after the Fab Five. Oh yeah, man. And you know what, man? They probably talked here and there. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't. It just wasn't quite the same. You'll be crazy to think that those guys didn't communicate. They actually did communicate. And as a matter of fact, uh, they're gonna see each other, man, because they were both analysts. You know what I'm saying? So they were both, in media and stuff like that. So they're gonna see each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, these guys didn't say anything to each other or anything like that. Don't believe some of that stuff that you see on TV. No, these guys are probably, they're gonna communicate. And on top of that, you got to think that you know you got to take the family into consideration too. Some of these guys, they know each other's family, stuff like that, man. So I don't be thinking about anything like that. Oh yeah, they just didn't talk it off. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, man. That was a real brotherhood, man. They were really brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like when you got a team, you know what I'm saying, and you play with these guys, y'all been through the trenches with one another and everything, man. It's a brotherhood, man. So y'all might not talk, for a long time or something like that. But if something tragic happens, guess what? Then it takes y'all talking again. Um, I'm not trying to get on here and come with like a come to Jesus meeting or nothing like that. But if you got some issues with somebody, you know what I'm saying, it's best to just go ahead and just let it go. That's just like what I was saying about that whole thing with Jordan and Isaiah, man. Let that shit go. Let that shit go, man. It's some shit that you gotta let go. It's not gonna help you anymore by you holding grudges or whatever. You taking that shit to the grave is not what is it gonna solve? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm glad that they hatched everything, out and everything. I'm pretty sure, the rest of the guys were happy about it too. Because the Fab Five is a part of basketball culture. We got to really understand that. Um, I went to the African American Museum, and they got the Fab Five in there. They got it. They got them, on display. So it's not like we're talking about a team. It's not like we're talking about a team that oh yeah, they were a fly by night team. No, they had an impact on basketball culture. They truly had a profound impact on basketball culture. You said Fab Five '90s UNLV was a movie. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, especially when you talk about Greg Anthony, uh, um, Larry Johnson, the Running Rebels. Yeah, Tupac, that boy Pac. UNLV, man. Which team did you like better though? UNLV or Michigan? If I had to go with either one, and listen, the fact that I know some people like damn, how you like Duke, but the only reason like I like Duke, you know what I'm saying, but I was really into to Grant Hill, you know what I'm saying? But then that's what really inspired me to, really follow Duke or whatnot. You said UNLV, I'm from Ohio. So F Michigan. They were great too. Yeah, the Ohio State. I thought you'd have been like Dayton or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? I thought you'd have been, Akron. Akron, hey, Akron be up in there trying to ball too, man. Yeah, but yeah, man. They definitely got to get it together, man. When we talk about the Warriors, when we talk about um and what they need to do. Um, now, oh Toledo, okay, go Rockets. All right, now hold on one sec. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go on live in a little bit, man. But we're gonna talk about this situation um with the two girls that got into a fight and the girl that's currently in critical condition or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a part two on it. Uh, I promised that I would. So y'all stay locked in. Make sure y'all hit y'all notifications too. And I'll be back in a little bit to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to really give my spiel on that situation. Or again, I give a part two on it. So make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notification too. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I'll get at you later.